this is Judith from Judith's New Finger Knitting Techniques. My last tutorial, part 2, I mentioned that I was going to come out with a new design. Now this design that I have is called Crazy Loops, and the reason why I call it Crazy Loop is because of the effect of the loops. For example, I have this one which is done by double yarn, and this is the effect it gives here. Also, I have one that is done in the single yarn, and this is also the effect of it. And as you see the different ways that they turn, that is why I call it Crazy Loops. Now I'm going to show you how it's being done, and then I'm going to show you how I join them. So right here, I have a little swatch that I started, and this is for the left hand because the thread is going this way. So what I'm going to do, it's like you started with, just maybe a couple of rows of regular knits, and then you'll continue with that crazy loop as I'm mentioning to you. And another little tip is that when you're doing your finger knitting, sometimes you find that the loops at the bottom are a little bit loose. All you have to do is just gently pull them towards where you made your first knot, and then you just open your knot and just be careful, just do it back and it will come back to normal. Anyway, this is how we started. So with what you do, you put your yarn over there and drop off, and then you take the same working yarn and you put it in this loop again. And what you do, you give it a little pull. So what you do the same thing, and you put your working yarn under here, and you give it a little pull. Gives it a little knot there. Okay, we continue again. Put your working yarn under here, and the loop that is being dropped off, you take your working yarn and you put it under this loop, and you make a little tug here. It pulls it, and it's going to form that little knot. And as you continue to work this type of design, you'll realize that some of the loops, some will be shorter and some will be long, and that is what gives it the nice effect of the crazy loop, as you will see down the road as when I get to the other part, when I'm going to join it, or maybe what you saw before. So you just make a little knot, pull up the cord, and it makes a little knot there. Continue with that. It falls off there, and you just put your working yarn under here, and you make a little pull here. Oops, this one came off. And you continue like that. Put your working yarn under your loop, and you make a little tug, just tighten it to give it that effect. And as we work, we'll find that sometimes our loops, they override each other. So this is where our chopstick comes in, and we pull and give us a little knot. So we have our chopstick here, so we straighten like that. We're going to continue one more time, and then we're going to start joining them. I'll show you how to join them. So you could make something big, whether it's a baby's blanket, or it could be a throw, or something else that you desire. So that's what we do here. Get into this little one, and you pull it over like that. And then you take your working yarn and you put under the loop, and you put it on your finger, and you give it a little tug here. Okay. continue. You put your loop here, put it on your finger, and you give you a little pull to give you that effect. So do you continue like that? Put your working yarn under your loop, getting a little bit curly here, and you make a pull. Continue this way until it's all finished. I want to pull the wrong one. Make a little tug here. Make that tug again. So right here we're working with 8 loops, and this is how we're going to see the effect of our work when we have that amount, especially when we're doing using single yarn, because that's how you're going to see more of the work. Okay, and you come here and you make a little knot, and this is how it all turns out here. So now I'm going to show you how to join that so you can make something a little bigger. For example, with the one with the single yarn here, we're going to, this is for the left hand side because your thread is this way. So what we do here, because we're going to still be doing the same crazy loop, but we're going to just we're going to join them. So we're going to continue here, same thing, because you pull your knot, and don't worry about the sides, because this is how you're going to, those are that's the area you're going to use to join the rest of your work as you continue to make what you want. So don't worry about it being uneven for right now. And besides, down the road I'm going to show you how to put a border on and to make your work complete and look very neat. So down the road I'll do that. Okay, so we just continue to do this. Same crazy loop, dropping off the loop, putting the working yarn under the loop like this. Just putting it there and giving it a little tug there. Tug. And afterwards you go back to this one. Goes to the last one. Give a tug. We're going to do. So we're going to tighten that now with our working yarn. Have it all straightened. And this is where we have our chopstick to straighten our loops, because you can't avoid them overlapping, but we can straighten them. So this is how you start to join your work. What you do, you will take this yarn. First of all, you sort of size them up, and you take this loop and you put it in here, and you put it on your finger like that, and you just do just a regular knit with this loop, and then you put it on that finger. Just give it a little pull here, and then you continue like that with the crazy loop with the second loop, and you just continue going until you reach the end of it, and that's how you would join it. So here we go. Continue going. Just pull our working yarn. And you put your working yarn over. Just continue like that. And when you get the knock of it, it will be quite easy. You'll get accustomed to this type of work. And when you get accustomed to it, it becomes quite easy. Here we go again. Put our knot here. Put your working yarn under here. Put that. And there we go. So that's all you have to do is just size them up. When you get back to over the other side, you put the knot, the loop in this little knot, and then you continue doing your work. And certainly this is what it looks like here. It's not very hard when you get the knock of it. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and we hope to come with something new. And as I said, down the road I'll show you how to do the border to have a neat finish and to let your work complete. And so I hope you enjoy watching this tutorial, and we look forward to sharing more tips and more designs with you, and enjoy doing it, and we will see you or talk to you some more. Bye bye.